Memphis and the North American platform. I give you Claude Galello.
Well, thank you. It was nice to hear my name mentioned a few times today, but I just want you to know I'm not a descendant of Galileo. If you attended the Chicago sales conference, the last one we had, you might be saying to yourself, is he going to ask that question again? You know, how many countries is Willis located in? Well, I'm not. I'm not for two reasons. Number one is the last time I did it, it cost me $20 because David Michaels had the right answer. And the other reason is because I know you all know. But I know there's some new associates out there, and I would hate for you to leave this room without knowing how many countries Willis has ownership and representation in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 104, and we're located in every major city on this planet, and we should all be proud of our network because each and every day they're proving to be not only as strong, but stronger than our competitors. Thank you. Okay, what are the opportunities? Well, there are many. Dun & Bradstreet tells us there are 99,000 U.S. companies that have overseas subsidiaries. There's over 21,000 Canadian companies that have overseas subsidiaries, and over 230,000 exporters who one day will operate overseas, and they are your customers now. We can use our network effectively, both on large account business and middle market business. And if you're a middle market producer, listen to what I have to say, because if you do the math and you take those 99,000 companies and you reduce it by the risk solutions accounts, which are less than 2%, there's a huge market out there for us. Now, what are the clients saying about our network today? Are they praising it? You bet they are. Just ask the Marriott risk manager about the great work that Willis and Jakarta did after their terrorism bombing last year. Ask Bristol-Myers Squibb when we resolved a difficult claim for them in Venezuela. And ask Bechtel after we put together an insurance program for them for their $4 billion petrochemical complex in China. They're really happy with our network. I'd also like to say that many, many clients are coming to us, both large and small, with their business. And I'd like to tell you a few stories. This first account is a Fortune 6 account. It's operating just about in every country around the world. It's an account that our chairman spent 32 years at. It's an account that had a great team behind it and a win that Joe made possible. Last October, we were awarded the Citigroup account, and the Willis Network is servicing that business in over 80 countries around the world. The account for the casualty, international casualty, which we were appointed to, develops over $800,000 for the group. We're now working on other lines, such as local employee benefits, credit card mass marketing in Europe and Latin America, and we have a presentation outstanding for their global property, and we're waiting for the results. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Marsh account. I've never been accused of stealing an account before, but this is the one I stole. This account is Fortune 11. It required a great team effort on the part of Willis Risk Solutions New York, led by Kim Green and Lance Becker, who was the client advocate. Kim was the producer. And we teamed up with Willis Germany. Willis Germany eventually ended up doing the marketing and the servicing. What I like about this account is that we won the international casualty in 54 countries. And the beauty of this Fortune 11 account, there was no RFP. Marsh was told they lost the business, and they didn't even know it was under attack. There was no RFP. The account was Altria, and for those of you who are not familiar with the name, that's a combination of Philip Morris, Kraft, and Nabisco. Again, another Marsh account. I think that I could talk about the big ones, and we're really proud about those, but what about the middle market accounts? Kevin Walsh in the Florham Park, New Jersey office picked up Cambrex and Paxar, utilizing the network effectively. Our Radnor office picked up Towers Perrin. You heard about TSA in Minneapolis. There's ADC Telecom in Minneapolis. You heard about Stratex Networks out of San Francisco. All wonderful accounts that we won utilizing our international network. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the wind at our backs, and we're winning international business. But why are we winning international business? I'll tell you why. Many of our competitors are not using experienced brokers to handle the international in the United States. We know that. We don't have enough international brokers in the U.S. today, but we have a good number in key cities. And where we don't have the expertise, our resources are called in for assistance. And on my team is Jeffrey Peters. Jeffrey's somewhere here. If you just stand up, Jeffrey. I don't know if people can see you. Where's Jeffrey? There he is, Jeffrey. Great. Jeffrey's in the Radnor office, and you heard about MBNA this morning. Jeffrey played a key role on that. In May, we hired from our Willis, Mexico office, Eddie Castles. Eddie joined us in Chicago to handle the Midwest region, and he's been very effective. Before going to Mexico, Eddie was with Willis London. He's already been very successful in that region. I'd like to also thank the CEOs who supported International in 2003. Jay Sari for agreeing to transfer Steve Van Hook from New York to Boston. John Cheney, who hired Jim Schillig in May of last year. Jim's an experienced internationalist. John is in the Cleveland office. And by the end of the year, Jim played a very important role in the Kennametal win, another Fortune account, and another Marsh account that we took on a global property and casualty basis, again, utilizing our network. Thank you. Competition seldom uses technology to manage international programs. We push and use technology, and our clients appreciate it. Quality service is not part of our competitors' value proposition. Our network is challenged every day. And over the last 3 years, 250 clients have evaluated and prepared satisfaction surveys on our network performance. Our competitors have minimums for network accounts. Willis charges for services rendered, not some arbitrary minimum. And last but not least, our marketing efforts, particularly the expertise that the property and casualty resource groups, both in New York and London, have brought to the table. The people our clients see that handle their business also market their business. Our model is winning. Why the Willis Network? Sure, we're everywhere, but more importantly, we're local. And you've heard this said before. We deliver local service utilizing the global resources of the group. We have a deep-rooted communication culture, and I'm serious about that. And on international, communication is one of the keys to success. We care about quality, and lastly, we have a network striving to be great. Thank you.